Welcome students, myself S.C. Kunde from Kokle Education Society's JDC Bitco English Medium High School, Nasik Road. I have started lesson number 4, measurement of matter. In this lesson we have studied laws of chemical combination, law of conservation of matter and law of constant proportion, and then atom mass and valency. Next topic is molecular mass and the concept of mole. Now, what do you mean by molecular mass? The molecular mass of a substance is the sum of the atomic masses of all the atoms in a single molecule of that substance. Like atomic mass, molecular mass is also expressed in the unit dalton, that is denoted by U. Now, what do you mean by first atomic mass? Atomic mass means the number of proton and neutron present in that we call atomic mass. Suppose H2O. H is a single element and oxygen, that is O, is also a single element. But when H and O, they are combining with each other by the chemical attraction between the hydrogen and oxygen, the H2O is formed, and this is called the compound or a molecule. Now, in the example, in that table, see this table, how to find out the molecular mass of H2O. Now, H2O is a molecule. Now, constituent element, that means how many constituents are present in that. In H2O, hydrogen and oxygen, two constituent elements are there. Now, atomic mass of that hydrogen and oxygen, that you have to learn, because hydrogen having atomic mass 1 and oxygen is having atomic mass 16. Now, number of atom in the molecule. Now, in H2O, how many H are there? H2 means the 2 hydrogen molecules are there, and oxygen, only 1 oxygen is there in the H2O molecule. Now the formula is that atomic mass into number of atom. The atomic mass of hydrogen is 1 and the number of hydrogen molecules 2. So 1 into 2. Same, oxygen having atomic mass 16 and number of molecules, that is 1 only. So 16 into 1, 16. Therefore, the total mass of the constituent, that means hydrogen and oxygen, 2 plus 16, that is equals to 18. And the formula is also given below. Molecular mass is equals to sum of the constituent atomic masses, that is molecular mass of H2O is equal to atomic mass of hydrogen into 2. 2 means what? Because hydrogens are given 2 plus atomic mass of oxygen into 1. Using this formula, you will get the molecular mass of H2O. In your textbook, atomic masses of some elements are given and molecular formulae are also given. So using this, try to find out the molecular mass of that compounds. Next topic is the mole. Now mole is also one of the important topic. Now what do you mean by first mole? 1 mole of a compound is the mass of that substance in grams, equal in magnitude to its molecular mass. The formula is given: number of moles of a substance, that is N, is equals to mass of substance in grams divided by molecular mass of substance. When elements and compounds take part in chemical reaction, it is their atom and molecules that react with each other, and therefore it is necessary to know the number of their atom and molecules. However, while carrying out a chemical reaction, it is convenient to measure out quantities that can be handled instead of counting the number of atom and molecules, and the concept of mole is useful for this purpose. A mole is that quantity of a substance whose mass in grams is equal in magnitude to the molecular mass of that substance in daltons. Thus, the molecular mass of oxygen is 32 dalton, and therefore 32 gram oxygen is 1 mole of oxygen. The molecular mass of water is 18 dalton. Therefore, 18 gram of water make 1 mole of water. Next topic is Avogadro's number. Now, what is this? The number of molecules in 1 mole of any substance is constant. And this is discovered by the Italian scientist Avogadro's. And therefore, this number is called Avogadro's number. And it is denoted by the symbol N. The value of Avogadro's number is 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. A mole of any substance stands for 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. All of you know that dozen means 12 items, century means 100, and gross has 144. Like that way, a mole has 6.022 into 10 raised to 23. For example, a mole of water, that is 18 gram of water, contains 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules of water. See in this example, how many molecules are there in 66 gram of carbon dioxide. Now first we have to find molecular mass of carbon dioxide. Now before this we have studied how to find molecular mass. Now see carbon dioxide CO2. Carbon is having atomic mass 12 and oxygen is 16. Only one carbon is there and oxygen molecules, 2 molecules are there. So 12 into 2 into 16. 12 plus 32, that is 44 is the molecular mass of CO2. Now we have to find number of moles in the given CO2. So formula is mass of carbon dioxide in grams divided by molecular mass of carbon dioxide. Therefore, 66 gram of carbon dioxide is given. So 66 divided by molecular mass of carbon dioxide is 44. And then you will get number of moles, that is 1.5 mole. Therefore, 1 mole of carbon dioxide contains 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. So multiply simply 1.5 into 6.022 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. Then you will get the answer 9.033 into 10 raised to 23 molecules. Next topic is valency. Valency means the capacity of an element to combine is called its valency. Or in other way, it is the ability of an atom to gain or lose electron in order to achieve the noble gas configuration. It refers to the ability of an element to combine with other element. It is obtained by determining the number of electrons in the outermost shell of each atom of an element. Now see here, electronic configuration of NaCl is given. Now see here, the electronic configuration of sodium atom and the chlorine atom is given. The electronic configuration of sodium is 281 and the chlorine is 287. A sodium atom gives away 1 electrons and a cation of sodium is formed. Hence, the valency of sodium is 1. A chlorine atom takes up one electron and forms an anion of chlorine. And thus the valency of chlorine is 1. After the give and take of electron is over, the electronic configuration of both the resulting ion has a complete octet. Due to the attraction between the unit but opposite charges on the two ions, one chemical bond is formed between Na plus and Cl minus, and the compound NaCl is formed. A sodium atom has the capacity to give away one electron, while a chlorine atom has the capacity to take up one electron. This means that the valency of both the elements sodium and chlorine is 1. From this, the electronic definition of valency is the number of electrons that an atom of an element gives away or take up while forming an ionic bond is called the valency of that element. Now see this table and complete it. Variable valency. Under different conditions, the atom of some elements give away or take up different number of electrons. In such cases, the element exhibits more than one valency, and this property of element is called variable valency. Here some elements that exhibit variable valency. See in this table, copper element is given. The symbol of copper is Cu and valency is 1 or 2. Iron Cu plus. Now Cu plus means cuprous and Cu2 plus means cupric. Then mercury symbol is Hg. Valency is 1 and 2. Hg plus means mercurous and Hg2 plus means mercuric. Next topic is radicals. The compound with ionic bond have two constituents, cation and anion. Cations are positively charged and anions are negatively charged. The cationic radicals are also called basic radicals and the anionic radical are called the acidic radical. Also the radicals are divided monoatomic radicals such as Na plus, Cl minus. So they are called as simple radical or monoatomic radical. That means the single atom is there. So they are called monoatomic radicals. Another is the composite radical. That means there contains more than one atom. That is SO42 minus, NH4 plus. Such radicals are called composite radicals. See in this table, base NaOH is given. That means you have to write cation and anions. So Na plus is the cation and OH minus is the anion. Same in acid, H plus is cation and Cl minus is anion. The next topic is chemical formulae of compounds and recapitulation. The characteristics of a compound formed by ionic bond is that its molecule has two parts, cations and anions, is a basic radical and acidic radical. These two parts are oppositely charged. The force of attraction between them constitutes the ionic bond. The name of an ionic compound has two words. The first word is the name of the cation and second the name of anion. For example, while writing the formula of a compound such as sodium chloride, the symbol of cation is written on the left and the adjoint to it on the right is the symbol of the anion. The charges are not shown through the number of the ion is written as a subscript on the right of the symbol of the ion. This number is obtained easily by the method cross multiplication of the valencies. Now, see in this example Na2SO4. In the step first, to write the symbol of the radical, basic on the left side, that is Na plus and SO4 minus on the right side. In the step 2, to write the valencies below the respective radical. Now below sodium we have to write the valency of sodium. The valency of sodium is 1 and sulfate is 2. Because the electronic configuration of sodium is 281. In the outermost shell only one electron is there. Therefore, the valency of sodium is 1 and SO4 is 2. In the third step, to cross multiply as shown by the arrows the number of the radical. Therefore, multiply 2 by Na and 1 by SO4. And in the fourth step, to write down the formula, that is Na2SO4.